Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of HeroHomes Live together with me and Elfie here on my left. Today is just the two of us and we will be talking about a topic that is quite hot in the market right now. It's been hot for a few weeks and it's still hot. And I think it's still going to be hot over the next few months, right? It is the topic that will affect everyone in Singapore as long as you own a property and you're taking a loan. And the topic that we're talking about is rising interest rates and how you should be managing it. Okay, so I'm just going to kick off straight up. Mahi, can you bring up the DBS today's interest rates? All right, as of today, if you're going to be buying a property and you're going to be taking a new loan, you will be paying, as of 10:37 a.m. today, if you're going for a fixed rate, you are going to be paying 2.75%. Fixed.
Okay.
All right. For the next 2 years, you don't have to worry about any interest increment. You don't have to worry about your mortgage changing, going up or going down. All right. But you will be paying a lot more than what you could have been paying just a few months ago.
All right.
In fact, I don't have it on screen, but just a few months ago, you could have gotten it at 1% fixed. I just spoke to a client. I just met up with them over the weekend, and they actually told me they've got a 2 years fixed rate with Bank of China when they bought a condo in Ripple Bay.
Okay.
And today it is not just twice; it is almost 3 times more expensive than what it was just in January.
Okay. So to put things into perspective, that means their monthly installment, like let's say from 2005 can go up to $1,000
by $1,000.
1%, one percentage point. Yep.
Yeah. So, and of course, today what we want to be talking about is how you can manage the risks, the potential risks that's going to be coming up over the next few months or even 1 or 2 years when we're going to be seeing higher interest rates. And on that note, actually, I think what Alfie has prepared today is how he has been sharing with his own clients on how they can manage the upcoming interest rates.
Okay. So as usual, we got clients who want to upgrade to private properties, HDB. They'll be asking like, hey, interest rates are so high. Haikal explain, interest rates are just actually, to be honest, interest rates are not okay. It has increased, but we are going to a normal period.
Yep.
Right. So over the past many years, it's been sub to 2%.
Yes.
It's like because of it's a bad economy, things like that.
Yeah. Maybe Mahi, maybe you can bring up
so back to Haikal.
SOR trends, the cyber trends over the past 6 years, 7 years. We have it. We can have it on screen.
Okay. So don't sleep, guys. This is important if you want to own your property and have defensive plans. So you know what's happening for real.
Is it showing? Hold on. Let me just turn on our own live. Okay. So yes, it's on screen now. We have the one of it. Okay. This is the cyber trend. As you can see, as low back in 2014, it's much lower at 0.5%, 0.6%, and then it crept up towards 2019. It became up to 2%+, and this is SIBOR rates. That means fixed rates would have been much higher. In fact, personally, I bought a house sometime in 2019, and I got a fixed rate at 2.4.
Oh,
okay,
2.4.
2.4%. For the past 3 years, I have been paying
on the high side
2.4.
Okay.
That was sometime in June or between June to September 2019. And the moment I locked in, I purchased my flat. Interest rates went down and down and down and down. COVID happened. Interest rates went even lower to 0+%. And then, we have clients getting at 1%. So I have been unable to enjoy the low interest rates for the past 3 years.
But what if you lock in? Let's say you are in a lock-in period, you can change into a SIBOR.
I can't.
A floating rate.
I can't because
can't.
I locked
1.5.
in for 2 years.
Okay.
I locked in for 3 years actually.
All right.
3 years at 2.45%.
Okay, so you can't get out.
I couldn't.
Okay, I
yeah.
see.
And in September today, in next month, finally I can change. Finally I can reprice. I can do anything I want with my loan.
I see.
And unfortunately,
Freedom.
the rates are even higher now.
Right, rates are even higher.
Yeah, so like what you brought up, the fact that today's rates creeping up closer to 3% is actually normal. Yeah, it's true. Because I'm someone who never got to enjoy the low rates. And today when I refinance or if I were to reprice, nothing changes for me actually. Okay, and moving forward, we have to expect that 2+%, 3% is actually normal. Yeah, it's not the best thing to hear, but that's reality lah. Yeah.
Okay, so in this market, just now Heikel was saying it was, sharing with you the environment, okay? What's happening, what's going to happen moving forward. But of course, there are still people who want to upgrade. Not to say it's wrong, because anyway, private property prices, I foresee prices will continue to increase steadily, volume will be down.
Yep.
Okay, so what you could have bought 1.3 million, maybe in the next 1 year it's gonna creep up to 1.4. I don't know.
Yeah, of course, a lot of people will be saying that what the hell is he saying? Interest rates are gonna go up, yet price also gonna go up. The salesman, is it? Of course, this is gonna be for a different topic, for another day discussion, whereby what we believe the driver of prices in private property, not just private property, in all properties, HDB and private properties in Singapore, the key driver is actually supply and demand.
Yeah. Actually, if you think about it, everything in this world, prices go up or down is because supply and demand. So real estate is not, it's the same.
It's nothing.
It's nothing new.
Nothing new.
Okay. So going back to me, I'll just share with you guys how I, how do you say, manage a client's monthly planning, how to manage, how to give them assurances,
how you've been helping.
Yeah, exactly, how I've been helping them. They want to upgrade, they want to buy a private property, for retirement and stuff, and they're also worried about prices going to go up, so they want to do it now. So how can we do it now and manage their fears lah? All right. So number one is, of course, the monthly installment. So this is what we call, how do you say it? The TDSR. Okay, so TDSR, it's a technical term. Mahi, bring up TDSR. Okay, this one is so TDSR is your income, okay, that goes towards repaying the monthly debt obligations. Okay.
To put it simply, if you've been earning
10,000,
a household income of 10,000. So sorry, hold on. What? Instagram. Okay. What we have comments on Instagram?
Oh, Clinton.
We'll get there in a while. Yeah, so TDSR, basically, if you've been earning 10,000 in a month, previously, you can spend $6,000 to pay off all debts. That means if you buy a car and you're paying 1,500 per month, okay, you have a balance of
4,500.
And then after that, you have another student loan of another $1,000. That's your
3,500.
You're left with 3,500 that you can spend on
property.
But then you got credit cards also.
Yeah.
How much is it per month?
A credit card, even if you're not using, it's just gonna minus off $50.
But let's say you've been using installment, and then your balance, you're paying
1,000.
another $1,000 per month. So how much are you left with?
Just now what? 3,500. Now 2,500 lah.
2,500. So even though you're earning $10,000, because you've got so much debts to pay every single month, government will only allow you to spend a balance of 2,500 per month on your mortgage.
Yep.
Yeah, and that will also impact how much you can borrow.
Correct.
Okay, and for how long you can borrow.
So for the recent TDSR, they've revised it to 55% of your monthly salary.
Yeah, that was in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you are planning, TDSR, I personally like to bring it down to 50%. So that means your budget of a property will be slightly lower. Okay, then if you were to be calculating based on 55%. Okay, this is technical. I think we shall have video guides explaining TDSR.
Yep.
But all I'm saying is, if you can do your research, just find out TDSR and then we make it 50%. And that's just one aspect. Okay. Number two is, when you are calculating your monthly interest, let's say you want to buy a 1.3 $3 million condo. So you're going to calculate the monthly installment, the projected monthly installment based on 2% previously.
That's right.
Okay, but right now, don't do it at 2%, do it at 4%. So the monthly installment will be much higher. Okay, for example, Mahi, can you bring up the long calculations? Okay. So this is a client's
Purchase plan.
purchase plan, which
it's,
I can't see from.
I think it's a bit too small, but maybe you can just describe.
Yeah, okay. So what happens is the monthly installment, so you can see it's okay, loan to take is 960k. Okay, the loan, and the monthly installment, the interest is 4%. Okay, instead of 2%. So it gives you.
Why are you doing this?
Okay, why I do this is to buffer. Okay, so now it's at 2+%, like you say. Okay, so it's probably gonna go up to 3% next year. So to go up to 4%, it's like we just want a buffer just in case that happens. Can this person still manage the monthly installment?
Right. So you're saying today's interest rate is floating lah, not
2%
fixed.
plus.
It's around 2+%.
Correct.
2%, let's say. But you will do your calculations based on a 4% interest rates.
You're right.
Just to see whether at that high interest rates, can the client still afford it?
Yes,
comfortably?
exactly. 100%.
All right.
Okay.
Wow, that's quite tight.
So as you can see, the monthly mortgage is 4.5k. So after using their CPF OA to service the loan, both of them, then there'll be a balance of around 1,200 payable in cash. Actually, payable is $2,000. So per month, if they are able to service this loan, using their excess CPF and using cash, that means they are good to go. They shouldn't stop themselves from buying, actually.
I see.
As long as they can commit to this. So that's why something like this is very important, right? So we always say your buying is more important than your selling.
That's true.
Yeah, selling is quite straightforward, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of people are fixated on how much they can sell for.
Yeah, exactly.
How much cash they can get.
Correct.
But I think what you're saying is more important to focus on your next house.
Yes.
For the next 30 years, how much you'll be paying through CPF, how much you'll be paying through cash.
Yes.
And if the interest rates were to go up to 4%, whether you can hold it or not.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think another method that you've been working on is this thing called
Reserve funds.
Yeah,
Okay. So reserve funds is basically after you buy a private property, okay, or a HDB even. It can be a HDB private property. Then you have some excess CPF, after the deposits.
Right.
Okay, so 20% deposit plus the stamp duty. So you have, let's say in this example, right,
62,000.
there's a $62,000 CPF excess. So the monthly difference, just now it was around $2,000.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be in cash.
Okay.
Okay. So this guy can actually draw out $2,000 from this $62,000. Okay, so that's gonna help him for it's around 2.6 years.
2.6 years.
2.6 years.
Yeah.
But there's a third layer of safety. Third layer of safety is let's don't use the $62,000 so much. Let's don't draw out 2,000. Okay, every month.
Probably 60,000 balance.
Correct. So let's draw out $1,000 from the CPF.
Okay.
And then $1,000 top up cash lah.
Yeah, so that means the 62,000 instead of lasting for 2+ years can last for 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, 4 to 5 years.
Is that enough?
That is not enough, but there are also cash reserves.
Yeah, but let's say if you're using CPF as the only marker, like I think you said it's not enough. So sometimes we have to go through these checks for our clients to see and explain to them that potentially that whether this is going to be enough or not. Yeah, so especially when we're moving into a high risk environment where interest rates are going to be going up, maybe we want to have a longer buffer.
Yes.
Yeah. But of course, for your clients, they have a higher cash balance.
Correct.
So they're willing to offset using cash instead.
You're right.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, but anyway, this person bought for 1.28 mil?
H2O residences.
Wow, okay. Wow, it's 3-bedder.
3-bedder, you're right.
3-bedder, wow. Today, 3-bedder,
it's like
H2O residence, that's
around 1.3 plus.
1,003 square feet?
Yeah, I think it's around 1,000 square feet.
Wow, that's cheap actually.
So actually just now we were saying that, one of our clients bought the Arc at Tampines.
Yeah?
My clients actually at 1.2. Around 1.2. 4-bedder.
4-bedder.
Yeah, 4-bedder. Arc. Okay, Arc at Tampines EC. Yeah? It's a resale EC.
They got it for 1.2.
Yeah, 1.2.
Wow.
Plus I can't recall exactly, but it's around 1.2. Ballpark figure.
Oh, I think 4-bedder today is...
But nowadays...
No, this must have been a few months ago, like 6 months ago.
Yeah. It's just completed. It's just completed. So you see the prices are going up so fast.
Yeah, because okay, they bought 1.2 plus mil for 4-bedder. I'm serving another client looking for 4-bedroom. No doubt it's a penthouse. You know what's their budget?
1.9.
Or whatever is available is
Okay.
actually 1.7 onwards.
Okay.
So for your clients to be able to get 1.2, of course my clients looking for a penthouse. But I think like what you said, yeah, it's true. Within a few months, despite knowing that interest rates are the impending increment is
Correct.
coming.
Yes.
Impending is incoming. Prices are still going up. So I think you're true. You're right.
You're true, I'm true.
You're true. Because there's no supply of new blood.
Yes, that's why Amo residents, I'm going to go into
New launches, yeah.
new launches are just being snapped up just like that. Amo is gone. Sky Eden at Bedok is going to come up. It's going to be gone also. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so that's how I talk to my clients. Okay. So that's how I manage my clients. Okay. So if they meet us, they want to know their options, they want to know their monthly installments, and this is how we protect them.
Yep.
Okay. Through these CPF reserves and all these things.
Okay, guess what? You are not the only person trying to protect consumers.
Okay.
You wanna guess who?
The government lah.
Not me, the other entity that's trying to protect Singaporeans from upcoming interest rates increments would actually be the government. And I think maybe it's time for us to go on a break first. Yeah, maybe we can go on a break and then we'll come back talking about what the government has been doing to help with the current situation. Okay, we'll be back in maybe 5 to 6 minutes or less.
Less,
or
hopefully.
more. Yeah, and then we'll see you on the other side. Are we ready to go on a break, Mahi? Okay, anytime.
My job is to make property upgrading easier because property owners just don't know their options. F and Farah. Aspiring condo owners who are not sure if they can afford it because everything is just so expensive.
Wow, simple things like this also now so ex.
See, condo prices also very high.
I don't think we can afford it. Might like just stay here.
You guys are doing okay. Why don't you meet Hero Homes to run through the numbers first, just to be sure? On Zoom. See, you guys can afford 6 years of reserve funds. Nice.
Michael and Janet can never agree on anything. Everything
I want condo please. Condo ni money.
You guys don't have to decide now. Why don't you meet Hero Homes first to run through the numbers in person? Now you guys are 100% sure. John and Seth has been living here for the past 5 years. Now they are looking for the next move.
Wow, we got lucky with this EC.
But do you really think it's enough for retirement?
Why live your retirement through chance? Meet Hero Homes to play your retirement through property.
Hero Homes means clarity and confidence in your property strategy. That's why Hero Homes is chosen by over 500 property upgraders since 2016. Meet Hero Homes by clicking on the blue button below.
2 hours.
Wait, what's it blue?
Yeah, 2 hours. Free.
Free?
Free, yeah.
Okay, click on the link below.
What color?
Blue.
Hi guys.
Okay guys, do you want to upgrade to your dream home but you have a million questions? Where do you even start?
Right, I have a lot of questions like, should you upgrade to an HDB, to a condo, or maybe even a 15-year-old private property that has on-block potential?
Can you afford the monthly installments? Can I sell for a profit? What happens if I'm out of job or if a recession hits?
Okay, and we'll answer all of your questions, very specific questions we understand because you might have different challenges, different concerns from other families.
So fill in the form below. We'll be able to then see your numbers, put it into a plan with 4 to 5 different options. We can then meet on Zoom or one-to-one.
Alright, so just fill in the form below now and we'll reach out to you within 2 days with your very own customized Hero Homes upgrading plan.
Alright guys, see you soon. Let's fill in the form. Bye-bye.
Hi, so today I'm at Singapore Expo. We are having an exhibition here and I'm going around to ask people whether they like BTO or resale flats. Check it out.
Hi, good morning guys. Today, Property Pilot, we are here at the Singapore Expo. Yeah, can we got time? Can I ask you some questions?
Nak tanya sikit, you suka rumah BTO ke rumah resale?
For now, I BTO.
Tak suka rumah saya tak.
Alamak!
Tak lah rumah resale lah. Of course lah resale.
What do you think of the property price currently in the market?
Oh, I think it's quite expensive now. I guess because of inflation and everything, so everything's kind of going up.
Not that good. The high pricing lah. Now the price is on the high side. I guess after the COVID could be on the downside than what I heard lah.
Cik tinggal mana cik?
Tampines.
Tampines Oh, tinggal rumah BTO ke resale?
Rumah biasalah, 4 bilik.
4 bilik resale
Ah.
What makes you want to buy a new launch at the Woodley Residences? Any reason why?
Well, it's a new area, so it's up and coming and it's pretty central. So we thought it might be quite an exciting purchase.
So what do you think of the price now? Price of houses?
It's really expensive. I didn't expect it to be this expensive. Maybe it's a resale, I don't know. Yeah.
Dapat lead bro. Orang tengok kau, orang terus nak elak.
So around 200 and today you can sell for 360, 370.
Yes.
Would you want to sell?
Yeah, of course. But I have to plan first lah. How is it?
Correct. You have to plan first. That's the correct keyword. And welcome back to our live segment. We had a very short break. We did not move anywhere.
Yep.
Just took a few deep breaths. And what you just saw just now, the last video that you just saw was an event that we had at Halal Foods Expo. Yes, thanks. Yeah. It was the first time that we went out in the public, not just because it was after COVID. The fact that Hero Homes has always been heavy on digital marketing. But as our team grows, there's a lot of requests from our agents to do an
Be on the ground, yeah.
on the
Go out
ground
there.
outreach.
Yeah, outreach.
Yeah, it was amazing because we reached out to like over 70 families in 2.5 days. It was a 3-day. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's been fun, but everyone has been smelling like beef, roasted beef and nasi biryani.
Yeah, because the next row was a row of food vendors. Yeah, and just now I mentioned 2.5 days when the event was a 3-day event was because by Sunday all of us were like KO. It was so tiring. It's the first time we've done an outdoor event.
My plant, the stones. Please bring back.
Okay, it's there.
So
yeah, so I think we enjoyed it. We enjoyed talking to random people. Of course, not everybody appreciates being stopped in their tracks by property agents. We understand it, but we did have a lot of clients who came out to us asking us about the market actually, and literally we had signs saying that your property flat prices will drop by 30,000-50,000. People are asking what's going on. And we explain to them supply and demand of the BTO market. And on that note, Mahi, can you bring up the TDSR threshold thing? Okay, so there. Actually, not this one, please. Sorry, the other one, the measures to cool the property market instead. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so here, what the government announced
So
sometime.
just now Haikal was saying
Supply and
the
demand.
government is also trying to protect people from
Yes.
overextending themselves.
That was before the break.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is one of the ways that they're doing.
Okay.
First, sorry, this is a separate topic. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As I mentioned just now, the BTO supply is coming up, and I feel that's going to bring down
HDB
flat
resale prices. Okay.
In the private market, okay, as much as they are trying, they can only increase the supply of private housing to cater to demand. But we know for a fact that whatever supply that's coming in is not enough, to last us for the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
And that's why, as Elfie said, prices of private property are likely going to be going up. But as you can see here in this 15 December 2021, HDB actually announced that they're going to be releasing 46,000 BTO flats.
Wow.
Yeah, over the next 2 years. And you know how big 46,000 is? You want to guess?
A quarter of Tampines, I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I also don't know actually.
Okay,
It's so big. But Punggol has 49,000 flats.
Oh,
right now.
49,000, okay.
And they are going to release 46,000 BTO flats.
A whole Punggol estate in 1 year.
You imagine they, without reclaiming any land,
Okay. They're just going to build.
they're just going to build houses.
Where are these houses, by the way?
I don't know, everywhere.
Everywhere in Singapore.
Punggol,
Okay.
Tampines,
Matured, non-matured.
Tengah,
Okay.
Marina South.
That's a lot, 46,000.
Yeah, so that's one of the methods that they are trying to do to try to cool down the market, you know. But for private property, the amount of units they're releasing is just not enough.
Okay.
As compared to public housing.
Okay, so just now Haikal was saying the supply of properties is not enough in the private residential.
Yeah.
Because the only way we have land nowadays is through the government land sales.
Correct.
So which is not many every year.
Yeah.
Okay. But in 2017,
en bloc
fever. So now we have all the units, all TOP, Tampines Treasures, all these mega developments.
Correct.
So bottom line, moving forward, they will not be a hot en bloc market like 2017 because there were curbs. Okay. So again, prices will increase because supply will not be enough.
Yep.
Okay, moving forward.
Okay, so if you guys have any questions that you want to ask us right now, do let us know. Today's live will be a very short one because we have an
photo shoot
event, you know, a team photo shoot with, last week you saw Clinton. Yeah, we're going to have like 20, 30 people taking photos in one place. I do not know how that's going to work with, you know, safe distancing and all that. But we're going to take precautions, of course. And at the same time, you know, we also have clients today collecting their keys.
Oh,
I have.
Oh, you have? Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So I have to rush off quickly after that.
Right.
So maybe if you have questions, please let us know. Mahi will check and tell us if there's any questions. Otherwise, on our last point, just want to reiterate the fact that we have. Can you bring up
key dates to note, Mahi?
No.
Oh.
TDSR threshold. Yeah, earlier before the break, I was talking about, you know, how the government is doing their part to manage Singaporeans' exposure to rising interest rates, and it's something actually Elfie has brought up that government has. This TDSR thing lah.
Okay.
So on 16 December, they actually announced that they are tightening the TDSR threshold from 60% to 55%.
This is for private property lah. TDSR is for private property.
Correct. MSR, I'll bring
MSR
up.
HDB.
So if you are buying a private property, you have a household income of 10,000. You used to be able to spend up to 6,000 on your car, your study loan, your rental loan, your interest, your
groceries, whatever lah.
your credit card loans and all that. But now they've tightened it to 55%. So instead of being able to spend 6,000, you can only spend 5,500. So in that scenario just now, our guy who has 10,000, has too many loans, can only afford to spend 2,500
on their monthly installment.
But now he can only spend 2,000.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
So what government is trying to tell us is spend lesser on your housing, spend lesser on all your debts actually.
Right.
Yeah. So that's our government doing their part. On our part, I think we've shared. We also tightened our TDSR for our clients from before this, from 60%
to
50%.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the interest rates also we kept it.
Bring it buffer.
Push it up. Yeah, correct. Yeah, and what about buying a HDB flat? Okay, likely you will not be affected so much. Mahi, can you bring up the MSR rules on screen? First, of course, when you're using HDB loan, it is really literally fixed to the sense that it is pegged to your CPF rates.
2.5% plus 0.1.
Yeah, and for the past 20 years, the CPF rates has not changed at all. So a lot of people think it's fixed. So essentially, it can go up.
Okay.
Yeah, but of course, historically, for the past 20 years, it's quite stable. So we don't expect interest rates to fluctuate so much for HDB loan.
But fun fact, what's the highest HDB interest rate that you know of?
Actually,
it's not 2.6% flat.
Yeah.
4 plus percent.
4.6%.
4.6%.
Sometime in 1999.
Okay, it was a long time ago, but interest rates HDB were not literally fixed lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1999, I'm still.
So 2.6, we cannot say that it's going to be fixed. Okay, it's going to probably go up.
Okay. Okay. So of course, MSR instead. On screen, what you see is this thing called MSR. When you buy an HDB, you are not on TDSR. You are on MSR instead, mortgage servicing ratio. Nothing to do with 60% or whatsoever, because when you're on TDSR, 60% or 55%, sorry now, it is mixed with all your other loans.
Expenses, okay. Disposable income lah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, they don't care whether how you manage your finances like that. But for buying HDB, okay, you are kept using MSR, which is only for housing, and it is only 30%. So when you're buying an HDB flat, whether it's a bank loan or HDB loan, it is capped to 30% of your household income.
So if $10,000, $3,000 flat, 3,300.
So even if you have like a lot more loans, okay, you're not, that doesn't matter.
I see.
So in a way, you want to buy a very expensive car
Correct.
and live in HDB, your loan will not be affected.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so we have one question by Crescent Halal.
Crescent Health, what are the steps to take to prepare ourselves?
Yep.
Okay, it depends if you're a HDB seller or are you a private property buyer or HDB buyer upgrader. But if you're a HDB seller, my advice is if you plan to go to, let's say, a private property, I think the time is now. Okay, because HDB resale prices, like Heikel said, it's an all-time high. 2013 last high, now is the highest. You can cash out with a lot of money, and you can recycle that money to go to a private property, which although private property is also all-time high, but it's not spike. There's no spike. It's a natural market progression.
Okay.
So that's a HDB seller. But if you're a HDB resale buyer, probably we will tell you to wait it out a little, right? Because prices with 46,000 BTO, it will bring down the prices of HDB resale.
So that's what you can do with current prices. But if you're talking about interest rates, okay, what you can do to prepare yourself would actually be just planning out in ahead. If you know that your interest rates today is going to be around, let's say, 2005, why not project for 3,000 mortgage instead? Can you still afford if it's around 3,000? If it goes up by $500, can you afford it? If not, it's time to talk to your agent.
Correct.
All right. Talk to someone who can help you manage your housing finances and plan ahead. Okay. Don't take the step on your own.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Heroes. Okay, second question. Hamza. Hi, Heroes. Is it wise to look at resale EC at Yishun signature criterion? Will there be redevelopment in Yishun area exit plan?
Okay, so redevelopment in Yishun area, you have a lot of land at the back. I think they are going to be releasing plots of lands slowly. They've already released one new plot in North Gaya.
All right.
That's a new EC. Sorry, can you bring out the question again? Sorry. Yeah. But then when we're talking about other infrastructure, that one I'm not very familiar.
Okay.
Exit plan for Yishun definitely would be the whole bunch of BTO upgraders in Yishun. Over the past 2, 3, 4 years, there's been a lot, if you notice, there's been a lot of BTO flats sold. Okay, that means for the next 3 years, 4 years, they'll be building. Then after that, another 5 years MOP. And that means in 8 to 9 to 10 years, possibly, you will have a lot of families who have BTOs that just reached their 5 years, and usually they are hungry to upgrade. With dual income, they can likely afford your ECs like signature or criterion. Okay, and signature and criterion has not reached their 5 years MOP yet. So if you're looking to buy a resale today in signature or criterion, be careful because they are still under the original EC restrictions and rules. You might have to pay levy if you're a second timer and all that. You have to wait until it really reaches its 5th year MOP. You got to Google signature or criterion TOP date plus 5 years, and that's when you know you can buy without any restrictions. The question, is it wise to buy a signature or criterion when it's just about to reach MOP? What do you think?
Okay, I wouldn't say signature or criterion. If I want to compare it to a new launch, okay, so first mover advantage. It's always first mover advantage. If you can buy North Gaya, for example. Look at North Gaya. So that is a potential. You can make money from North Gaya. Redevelopment in Yishun, you have to look at the master plan. You have to understand what
master
it's all
plan
about.
will give you the answer.
Okay, so the master plan, URA master plan, and then exit plan, like Heikel said, is the BTO upgraders. So if you want to buy something, a 3-bedder, squarish space, and all the good qualities of a 3-bedder lah.
Yeah, I agree. If you can afford it, when I say afford, I mean the timeline and the loan restrictions and all that. If you can afford to go for North Gaya, by all means go for it, because you'll be the very first mover advantage will be with you. But otherwise, if you're going to go for North Gaya, you'll also see your restrictions will be based on 30% MSR. And by that, the same household might not be able to afford North Gaya yet. They can afford a resale, a more expensive resale EC after MOP. Okay, so resale, MOP, signature or criterion, I would say my take, yes, it is the next best thing after buying brand new.
Right.
In fact, if it's just within the first 2 years of MOP, I think that's the best time to strike. Okay, that's when a lot of first owners are willing to exit quickly because they just want to take their quick profits, move on.
Correct.
Okay, that's when you can come in with the least profit difference. I mean,
it's not going to be so high. And then after that, you stay there 5 more years, you can sell to foreigners.
Yeah. If any foreigners want to go to Yishun lah. Yeah. But again, that's why I feel that the exit plan, not really to foreigners, even though they can buy now after 10 years, but it really would be to potential BTO upgraders in future. They are not just in Yishun, they're also in Woodlands and not too far
Canberra.
away. Your Canberra, there's a lot of BTO.
A lot of
going to keep
BTO.
5 years MOP. In fact, in Canberra also you have options like brownstones and
brownstones, plural.
Brownstones, yeah, one more. Yeah, that's something you can look out for. Shafiq, Mnor.
Okay. Mnor, interested in Tampines EC? Any other options apart from selling my BTO and renting while waiting for the EC to be ready?
Yes. If you do not want to buy, if you do not want to sell.
So one of the problems for people buying new EC is
you have to sell.
You have to sell your HDB and then rent a place for 3 years.
Why?
Okay, because you have to be waiting for the EC to be TOP lah, construction period lah.
So why must you sell first to buy the EC?
Because you have to unlock your CPF, your 5%, ABSD. So there's another option which I think Heikel will explain.
Yep. So if you have enough cash savings and if you have enough savings in your OA, you can actually purchase your EC first and not sell your BTO at all. Okay, and this is buying under the deferred payment scheme. Usually you'll be paying around 3% higher than a normal payment scheme purchaser. But what that allows is after paying the extra 3% to the developer, you don't have to sell your flat until the EC reaches the TOP, and then you get the key, then you sell your HDB. So technically, you are owning 2 properties for that 3 years construction period, and this only applies
to new EC.
To new EC, and you don't even have to pay ABSD.
Yeah.
Okay, because they know for a fact that you're buying an EC, you must sell your HDB. You cannot own 2 subsidized flats at the same time.
So that's a good option, actually. Yep.
Yeah. So, if that's our last question, I think that's it for today.
Yep. That's it for today.
Ken, thanks for staying on. If there's any last few questions, we're just going to straggle our way out of the live session.
So any other questions or that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Elfie, take it away.
Okay, so that's the last question. Hope to answer this. Go off already. Yeah.
One more question pula.
Anything? Oh, will extension of stay from your seller affect your MOP date? Didn't know about this. What's the question?
The answer is yes. The question is...
okay.
The question is, if you buy a flat, a resale flat today, and then the seller that you're buying from is asking for 3 months extension. That means from the day that you complete, that you become the owner, your MOP of 5 years does not start on that day. Your MOP starts when
you move in.
Seller moves out you report to HDB, hey, this seller has now moved out. That's when your 5-year MOP, your 5 years MOP starts. Yeah, so it is on you, the onus is on the buyers to log in to their HDB portal and update HDB saying that the sellers has moved out. And by doing so, you will also save on your property tax.
Tax.
Your town council. Because when you are doing the extension, you are being charged as a non-occupier rate.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a higher amount, much higher amount.
Okay, so I guess that's the last question of the day.
Very good question.
And then we are gonna wrap it up. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You know, this week, like I said, this has been short. You know, there's not a lot of banter, but you know, it's quite technical.
Yep.
Okay. But we'll see you next week with a more interesting topic.
In 2 weeks' time.
In 2 weeks' time. Sorry, in 2 weeks' time. And then we'll see you guys very soon.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
My job is to make property upgrading easier because property owners just don't know their options. F and Farah. Aspiring condo owners who are not sure if they can afford it because everything is just so expensive.
Wow, simple things like this also now so ex.
See, condo prices also very high.
I don't think we can afford it. Might as well just stay here.
You guys are doing okay. Why don't you meet Hero Homes to run through the numbers first just to be sure? On Zoom. See, you guys can afford 6 years of reserve funds. Nice.
Michael and Janet can never agree on anything. Everything confuses them.
Watching, I watch soccer.
I watch news.
I watch YouTube.
Fashion.
How am I mention it?
Condo please.
Passionate juga.
Condo ni money. You guys don't have to decide now. Why don't you meet Hero Homes first to run through the numbers in person?
Now you guys are 100% sure.
John and Seth has been living here for the past 5 years. Now they are looking for the next move.
Wow, we got lucky with this EC.
But do you really think it's enough for retirement?
Why live your retirement through chance? Meet Hero Homes to play your retirement through property. Hero Homes means clarity and confidence in your property strategy. That's why Hero Homes is chosen by over 500 property upgraders since 2016. Meet Hero Homes by clicking on the blue button below.
2 hours ah?
Wait, was it blue?
Yeah, 2 hours free.
Free?
Free, yeah.
Okay, click on the link below.
What color?
Blue.
Hi guys.
Okay guys, do you want to upgrade to your dream home but you have a million questions? Where do you even start?
Right, I have a lot of questions like, should you upgrade to an HDB, to a condo, or maybe even a 15-year-old private property that has on-block potential?
Can you afford the monthly installments? Can I sell for a profit? What happens if I'm out of job or if the recession hits?
Okay, and we'll answer all of your questions, very specific questions we understand because you might have different challenges, different concerns from other families.
So fill in the form below. We'll be able to then see your numbers, put it into a plan with 4 to 5 different options. We can then meet on Zoom or one-to-one.
Alright, so just fill in the form below now and we'll reach out to you within 2 days with your very own customized Hero Homes upgrading plan.
Alright guys, see you soon. Fill in the form. Bye-bye.
Hi, so today I'm at Singapore Expo. We are having an exhibition here and I'm going around to ask people whether they like BTO or resale flats. Check it out.
Hi, good morning guys. Today, Property Pilot, we are here at the Singapore Expo. Yeah, can we got time? Can I ask you some questions?
tanya sikit, you suka rumah BTO ke rumah resale?
For now, I BTO. Tak suka rumah, cik tak.
Alamak.
Tak lah rumah resale lah.
What do you think of the property price currently in the market?
Oh, I think it's quite expensive now. I guess because of inflation and everything, so everything's kind of going up.
Not that good. The high pricing lah. Now the price is on the high side. I guess after the COVID could be on the downside than what I heard lah.
Cik tinggal mana cik?
Tampines.
Tampines Oh, tinggal rumah BTO ke resale?
Rumah biasalah, 4 bilik.
4 bilik resale What makes you want to buy a new launch at the Woodley Residences? Any reason why?
Well, it's a new area, so it's up and coming and it's pretty central. So we thought it might be quite an exciting purchase.
So what do you think of the price now, price of houses?
It's really expensive. I didn't expect it to be this expensive. Maybe it's a resale, I don't know.
Dapat lead bro. Orang tengok kau, orang terus nak elak.
So around 200 and today you can sell for 360, 370.
Yes.
Would you want to sell?
Yeah, of course. But I have to plan first lah. How is it?
Correct. You have to plan first. That's the correct keyword.